Good evening, students. Chapter 7, Human Health and Diseases. In the previous classes, we have learnt about the bacterial and viral diseases. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the protozoan diseases. What is protozoan? So, protozoan are single-celled organisms. So, they live as parasites in human and also in other animals. Examples of protozoan are amoeba, paramecium, euglena, plasmodium, etc. So, in this topic we are going to see about the diseases which are caused by protozoans. About 50 genera of protozoans live as parasites within the human body and cause diseases. So, 15 genera of protozoans live as parasites in the human body and cause different types of diseases. First, we will see about the disease Amoebiasis. The name itself, Amoebiasis, it is caused by Entamoeba histolytica. So, the name of the parasite which causes the disease Amoebiasis is Entamoeba histolytica. The other name for amoebiasis is amoebic dysentery or amoebic colitis. So, the parasite which causes the disease amoebiasis is Entamoeba histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica lives in the human large intestine and feeds on mucus and bacteria. So, where they live means this parasite lives in the large intestine of human and they feed the mucus and bacteria which is present in the large intestine. And the infective stage of this parasite. So, the infective stage means at this stage only this particular parasite is transmitted from one person to another person. So, the infective stage of this parasite is the trophozoite. So, this trophozoite penetrates the wall of the host intestine, that is colon, and secretes the histolytic enzymes causing ulceration, bleeding, abdominal pain and stools with excess mucus. So, this particular parasite, it penetrates the wall of the host intestine and secretes the histolytic enzymes. So, this particular enzymes cause ulceration, bleeding, abdominal pain and stools with excess mucus. And the symptoms of amoebiasis can range from diarrhea to dysentery. So, the main symptoms of amoebiasis is diarrhea to dysentery with blood and mucus in the stool. So, the person in that particular person's stool, blood and mucus will be present. And the main vector which transmits this parasite is the housefly, that is Musca domestica. So, the name of the parasite is trophozoite, but this particular parasite is mainly transmitted from one person to another person through a vector called housefly, that is Musca domestica. Musca domestica is the scientific name of houseflies. It acts as a carrier for transmitting the parasite from contaminated fecus and water. So, this fecus is mainly present in the fecus. So, this houseflies mainly transmit the parasite from contaminated fecus and water. So, in this picture you can able to see the diagram of Entamoeba histolytica. So, it is a protozoan. It consists of a nucleus. The outer layer is called as plasma lemma. And the outer region is called as ectoplasm and the inner region is called as endoplasm. Food vacuole is also present and at the center of the nucleus endosome is present. So, this is about the disease amoebiasis. So, amoebiasis means it is a protozoan disease which is caused by the parasite Entamoeba histolytica and the infective stage is called as trophozoite and the vector which mainly transmit the disease is the houseflies. Next is African sleeping sickness. So the name of the disease is African sleeping sickness. So why the name African sleeping sickness means this disease is mainly endemic. It is mainly or commonly found in the African countries. So this disease is commonly found in the African countries and it is an endemic disease. That is disease which is found on a particular region is called as endemic. So this disease is caused by Trypanosoma species. So the name of the parasite which caused the disease is Trypanosoma species. So this Trypanosoma is generally transmitted by the blood-sucking tsetse flies. So the vector which transmits the parasite Trypanosoma is tsetse flies. So tsetse flies does not cause the disease. It only transmit the parasite. So the main pathogen which causes the disease is Trypanosoma. So it is the parasite which is transmitted by the blood-sucking tsetse flies. So these tsetse flies, like mosquitoes, they suck the blood of human. So while sucking the blood, it transmits this particular parasite. 3 species of Trypanosoma cause sleeping sickness in man. So the name sleeping sickness, why it comes means the person will be having disturbed sleep. So the name sleeping sickness. So this Trypanosoma cause sleeping sickness in man, and there are 3 species of Trypanosoma. First one is Trypanosoma gambians. It is transmitted by Glossina palpalis. So the Glossina palpalis is the scientific name of tsetse fly, and it causes Gambian or Central African sleeping sickness. So it causes Gambian or Central African sleeping sickness. Next is Trypanosoma rhodesians. It is transmitted by Glossina morsitans, causing Rhodesian or East African sleeping sickness. It is mainly found in the East African countries. Next is Trypanosoma cruzi. It is transmitted by a bug called Triatoma megista and causes Chagas disease or American trypanosomiasis. So these are the 3 species of Trypanosoma which causes the disease. So why the name sleeping sickness means the person will be having disturbed sleep, because in this disease the brain is mainly affected. So behavioral disturbances, then confusion. So all this will be taking place. So the person is unable to sleep properly. That is, sleeping disturbances are found. That is poor coordination of brain. So it mainly affects the brain, poor coordination of the brain, confusion. So all these are the symptoms of the disease. Next is Kala Azar. It is otherwise called as visceral leishmaniasis. So this Kala Azar disease or visceral leishmaniasis is caused by Leishmania donovani. The name of the parasite which causes the disease Kala Azar is Leishmania donovani, which is transmitted by the vector Lebotomus, that is sandfly. This particular Leishmania donovani parasite is transmitted through the sandfly. Infection may occur in the endothelial cells. So mainly the infection occurs in the endothelial cells, bone marrow, liver, lymph glands and blood vessels of the spleen. Symptoms of Kala Azar are weight loss. The person lose weight, anemia, that is destruction of RBC, fever, enlargement of spleen and liver. So these are the symptoms of the disease Kala Azar. So Kala Azar is caused by Leishmania donovani, and the vector which mainly transmits this parasite is the sandfly. Next we will see about malaria. So malaria is caused by different types of plasmodium. So plasmodium only causes the disease malaria, and there are different types of plasmodium species such as Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malariae and Plasmodium falciparum. This Plasmodium parasite lives in the RBC of human in its mature condition, and This stage is called as the trophozoid. And this parasite is transmitted from one person to another person by the bite of infected female Anopheles mosquito. So the vector which transmits the disease is female Anopheles mosquitoes. So out of these 4, that is types of Plasmodium, the malaria which is caused by Plasmodium falciparum is very dangerous and it leads to death. So in the next class we will discuss about the life cycle of Plasmodium. So far we have discussed about the protozoan diseases. So protozoans are very that is microscopic organisms. They are single-celled organisms. They are parasites which live in human and cause many diseases. So we have seen different types of protozoan diseases such as Amoebiasis, then African sleeping sickness, then Kala Azar and Malaria. So we will discuss about the life cycle of Plasmodium in the next class. Go through this topic, students. Thank you.